Hey y'all, it's Cheryl. Excuse me. So I just wanted to come on and give like a little update, accountability update, and talk about how my weight loss and health journey is going. So as of I think yesterday, I hit my 35-pound lost marker. Yay! Gotta celebrate. And actually today I went to a hot yoga class, which is amazing. I went to the same studio that I used to go to, and it's been like 4 years since I've been to a hot yoga class. So this one, fortunately, they are offering 1 hour sessions. So it's the Bikram format, and which is typically 90 minutes, and in a 45 or 105 degree Fahrenheit room with up to 45% humidity, right? And it just know it's hot. So after that class, I came back and got on the scale just because I didn't eat anything before. I just had water, and I was down 2 more pounds. So I'm not going to count that just because, it was sweat, and I've had water and food since then. So we'll see in a couple of days whether or not that extra 2 pounds sticks, or if I have to work a little harder to get back to those, to that one. But 35 pounds, I'm very proud of myself, and reached one of my goals. Actually, the first goal I have reached with that mark. I still have a little ways to go to get to my next goal, but I am very pleased. So I do the Lumen. Of course, you guys have seen me talk about it. I'll show you what it is. So this is the Lumen device. I think I did a video on this before, but I don't know that it actually uploaded. So anyway, so this is on. I breathe into this, and it is measuring the CO2 in my breath, right? So it determines whether or not I'm burning fat or carbs. So typically I blow this in the morning and get my number, and that goes from 1 through 5. 1 and 2, you're burning fat. 3, you're burning both fat and carbs. 4 and 5, you're burning carbs. Ideally, you want to be in the 1s and 2s in the morning, although 3s are fine because excuse me, 3s are fine. It's just telling you where you are and how your body is reacting to your food intake, your exercise level, and your sleep. So here lately I've been getting at least 7 hours of sleep, but before this week, like last 2 weeks or so, I was getting like 6 hours of sleep, and a couple of days like even less than 5. I really don't know what the lack of sleep was about. I was just not going to bed early, and then I was doom scrolling a lot. But so here lately I've been having my last meal earlier, and then just trying to wind down. If I want to doom scroll, I do it before like 9 o'clock. So now I'm not starting when I get into bed to just like scroll endlessly. And it's my business to be online and to be on social media. But those of you who know me know that I'm chronically online. So I try to do that before bedtime. And I've been listening to some white noise just to try to help silence my brain and just kind of get my brain to calm down. So sleep time. So ideally you want to get at least 7 hours of sleep. I noticed when I blew back-to-back ones, which is the first time I've ever done that this week. And one night I got 8 hours, and the next one I got like 7 hours. Then the next morning, like the third morning, I blew 2, and I had gotten less than 7 hours sleep. So I feel like the rest and sleep are very important in the whole metabolism and weight loss journey, especially using the Lumen device. So the other thing is what I eat. I'm still plant-based. I'm trying really hard to kind of break off from the ultra processed plant-based foods, even though I really like them. So I'm having to kind of weed off and have more natural foods and plant-based foods. The more carbs I get, the more I'm able to kind of add things like rice and brown rice and potatoes and sweet potatoes into my diet. So that makes it a little easier for me to not have to rely on like the plant-based chicken or meat or whatever. It's still difficult to get the amount of protein that I'm usually getting or supposed to get during a day. Even when I get more carbs, I also typically get more protein to eat. I did find the plant-based protein powder. I think I shared in one of my other videos. It's really great, and I have been using it with almond milk. I love oat milk. It's so much better with oat milk, but the oat milk has more carbs. So I have to like weigh my options so that I can get the protein without having it cost me too many carbs. Because still carb addict, right? But now I have to, decide like which carb is better for me. And I try to have more complex carbs now than just kind of eating junk to get carbs. Haven't been doing that at all, but every now and again I'll have a snack or some fruit or something. In a typical week, my workout, so I mentioned earlier that I went to the hot yoga class. This is the first time I'd been back to hot yoga in almost 4 years. So this is my third time back in this month, or in the last 30 days. This is my second Saturday class. The lady teaches a 60-minute Bikram yoga style hot yoga class with music. And so for some reason, I really like the music aspect of it. Last week was the 2000s and the early 2000s. And then today was it 80s? No, 90s. Today was 90s. And so I don't know. I think maybe when my brain is not focusing on either like, hey, you can't do this is gonna hurt, like how you talk yourself out of stuff, I can focus on the music and I just give everything a try. So even with the third time doing that, I felt better. I wasn't as lightheaded being in the hot room. First two classes I did have to sit down or sit out a pose or two. This time I wasn't as lightheaded. I did sit out, I think, one pose, mostly because my knees were not great, because a few of them you have to be on your knees, and my knees are not ready for that right now. But in a typical week, Monday, I will either take Monday off if I've worked out Saturday and Sunday. I'll take Monday off, or I will go to the gym at OSU Tulsa, and which is a great perk for being a instructor there. I'll go there and do the Stairmaster and maybe some weights, which I probably need to do that tomorrow or Monday anyway. Then Tuesday morning, I will do water aerobics for an hour. The YMCA at Hutchinson's classes are amazing. My friend Malika teaches the 10 a.m. class. My friend Tony teaches the 9 a.m. class, but I am not getting up to go to 9 a.m. on a regular basis. I think it was Tony had surgery, and so Malika was teaching both the 9 and the 10, and so I did a couple of double ups, but 9 o'clock's not my friend. I know it's not early for a lot of people, but and I'm up then. I just am not up and driving to the gym to get in the water. It's just a lot. Anyway, so Tuesday I'll do water aerobics, and then Wednesday I will go to the gym, either the Y or OSU, and again do the Stairmaster and free weights, or just like some of the weight machines to try to build on my strength. I'm trying to get cardiovascularly healthy as well as muscle health and all that good stuff. So Monday, Wednesday are typically like gym days where I'm doing like Stairmaster for cardio and weights. Thursday again is water aerobics at 10, and I'll do that for an hour. And if I'm late, most of the time, even if I'm not late, Malika and I, the instructor, will get in the resistance pool or the lazy Susan, and then make that hour up. So I make sure I get at least an hour of low impact exercise in the water, which is always a great thing. And then Friday, Malika teaches at 9 a.m., which I do get up for most days. Yesterday, I didn't. Yesterday, she and I met at the downtown Y location and just did the jacuzzi for an hour. Actually, I did a little over an hour, just because things were starting to, I was really stiff and my knees were starting to hurt. So I definitely needed more hot tub than workout. And the really cool thing for me is I used to really be into fitness. In fact, I taught aerobics for a long time. I certified at the Cooper Institute in Dallas. I actually certified with the YMCA when I was in Florida, and I taught a amazing step class when I lived in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And so some of like the feeling of not missing workouts or really wanting to go work out is back for me. And I can only attribute that to Lumen helping me to figure out, okay, if you want to eat more, you have to exercise more. And then just me trying to like game the system, which again, gaming the system is eating right, exercising, and sleeping right. So the gaming the system is doing the things that you should be doing anyway. But so it has really brought back really just the joy of working out for me, and I love seeing the progress that I'm making and the changes that my body is going through. Anyway, okay, this is a really long video, so just wanted to give an update on my progress and just how things are going. All right, that's all. I'm rambling now. Latest.